Hey, what up YouTube, I'm Eric, thanks for clicking the video. So it's been a while since I made a Loonaverse video, and even longer since I made a dedicated theory video, but recently I've been thinking about the Loonaverse. Obviously that's like 90% of this channel's content now, but I've been thinking about the Loonaverse and the various possibilities of things. Specifically, everyone's favorite topic, odd eyes. Wait, apparently people don't like me calling these things odd eyes, even though that's what they are, literally. And a proper name for these things has never been given. So, for this video, I'll be calling these things Sparkly Boys. If you have a better name for them, leave it in the comments. Anyway, I can make a case for every member of LOONA having a Sparkly Boy. If you've been a viewer of the channel for a while now, you know the 6 members I like having a Sparkly Boy. Kinlip, Jinsol, and Cherry were the obvious 3, being from Odd Eye Circle. Hasa, HeeJin, and Vivi were the ones I made videos on. Now what about the other 6? Well, we don't have time to talk about all 6 today, so let's start with the 1. No, really, let's talk about 1. The first girl, HeeJin, our Loonaverse creator. In my HeeJin Day video, I theorized the concept of the Loonaverse creation, in which HeeJin was this all-powerful being that created this universe, and after she was done creating the universe, HeeJin's powers were split into 12. Those 12 being every member of LOONA. Before time began, there was the girl. The first girl with the power to create worlds. Her name was HeeJin. HeeJin. One day, she found that the plane she existed on was too bland, too colorless. So, she decided to create a new world. A world that was filled with shining rainbows, highlights, and colors. A world that was vivid. Much like our own world, her world began with a big bang. With the new world now complete, she released part of her powerful energy into the universe and into 11 girls all around the world. Putting her godlyhood to the side, HeeJin now lives a normal life in this new world she calls Earth. Though, if you've seen my more recent Vivi Day video, you would have seen I pulled back a little with Vivi's conversion to an android, meaning that the powers couldn't have been split into 12 in the beginning. To gain this knowledge, Vivi would have to be recreated, though in doing so, all her memories would be fragmented. Some of the things she remembers now will be different than if she is recreated. Knowing all this but wanting Eve to be happy, Vivi solemnly accepts, and on that agreement, Jinsol transforms Vivi into an android, but is bestowed the knowledge to save Eve's friends, and much, much more. But I want to investigate more into the idea of HeeJin having a Sparkly Boy. To start, the way I see it, you have to see what makes up the known fact and then find similarities. What is the current fact is the Odd Eye Circle. Kinlip, Jinsol, and Cherry. They are the only people that are known to all of us that are confirmed to have Sparkly Boys. So, let's dive back into the music videos of the Odd Eye Circle members' origins and find similarities. Aside from obvious similarities between Eclipse, Sing in the Rain, and Love Cherry Motion, like member color and a representative animal, from what I noticed, there is one detail that remained a constant in each music video. I actually covered this little detail back when PTT was released, and that would be, each one is an absolute masterpiece and you should watch all of them again. That would be the circular platforms. The platform in Eclipse is obvious to see, it's shown right at the start of the music video. The Sing in the Rain platform is slightly less obvious, with it only being shown in 2 scenarios. One is being in short bursts and flashes of her dancing, the other is her fish tank scene. It's incredibly hard to tell because it's mostly covered, but that fish tank is sitting on the circle platform. Now what about Love Cherry Motion? Well, I didn't cover it in the original video because it didn't involve Cherry, but Love Cherry Motion does have a circle platform. It's a tricky one because having seen Kinlip and Jinsol's, naturally you would look for something exactly like them. But the thing is, this is Cherry we're talking about. So perhaps we should look at it upside down. And if you do watch the video upside down, it doesn't take long to notice something that looks like a circle platform. Duh, it's upside down because Cherry. But how do these platforms relate to HeeJin having a Sparkly Boy? Well, if you've only seen LOONA's content on YouTube, then I invite you to the land where all the quality memes are born. Hashtag not an ad, hashtag not sponsored. Of course, I'm talking about V-Live, a place where your favorite K-pop idols hang out and be absolute legends. Jinseo's headbang, right here. HeeJin dying inside, a classic. And of course, whatever this is. But it's not the memes we're searching for today. You see, Jinseo's Singing in the Rain music video is one of the few music videos to be on LOONA's V-Live page. But this one is different than the ones found on YouTube or Digipetty's Vimeo page. This version features HeeJin doing the rap. And you don't have to watch the video long to find out that in HeeJin's scenes, she also stands atop a circular platform. Huh. Come to think of it, if you watched the LOONA TV episodes that covered the behind the scenes of Sing in the Rain, there was supposed to be another version with Kimlip and Hasu doing the rap. You see the essence of this happen in episode 159, and you can see them utilizing that same platform. And since Queendom 2 is underway, by the way, go watch and feed the algorithm gods for all the LOONA stuff over there. Supposedly, they're making this their re-debut, whatever that means. But for their PTT performance, HeeJin performed with a very colorful, scarred left eye. I wonder what they were trying to tell us. Anyways, I do really like the idea of HeeJin being this all-powerful being that created everything and having her power split. Seeing it like that would explain a couple of things, just to briefly mention. One would be explaining why miniature planetoids were orbiting HeeJin in PTT. The other is if her powers really were split, it explains how Kimlip and Jinseo can fly, just like HeeJin. But of course, this is just my take on the question of whether HeeJin could have a sparkly boy. Comment down below whether you agree with me or not, or what the name of these things should be. But yeah, that's all I have here for today. If you liked the video, please do leave a like. It really does help support the channel. Allows others to find a video too. If you really like the video, drop a super thanks, and if you like what I do here and you want to see more videos like this in the future, hit the subscribe button. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.